Just got back from Bed Bath & Beyond. Let me show you what I got. I got a large Booze Blocks. It's a large cutting board. So it'll be much nicer for prepping. Looks nicer as well. And then I actually sprung and got a new knife, a chef knife. I looked them up. This is supposed to be a good one. It's a J.A. Henkel's. I don't know if I'm saying that right. International Classic Chef Knife. This was $55. Oh, and the cutting board was $55 as well. So it was expensive, but it's gonna make the videos, I think, look a little better as well, because the stuff I'm prepping on is nice. I just dropped my phone in water in like the shower. It was only for like 5 seconds, but now the speaker doesn't work. It only plays like through the headphones. The whole phone works, but except for the speaker. So I've read that you can like put it in rice and that'll suck out the moisture. I read it, and then Alex just confirmed it, so we're gonna try that. So I got my phone here, I'm gonna get some rice, and we'll see if that works. Now, do you think, does brown rice work better, or does just white rice? I don't know. Let's hope this works. But I'm gonna eat and then begin this week's prep. I'll also show you the groceries. So, since I haven't went over the groceries in a while, let's just do that. So I have some almond coconut milk. I have some Wayman's frozen fruit. You can get fresh fruit, but I don't know, I like the frozen stuff. It goes better with like the smoothies. We have quite a bit of broccoli. I didn't weigh it out, but it's gonna be for 20 meals worth of broccoli, about a cup a piece. Then I have some 4% cottage cheese, some 2% cottage cheese. I have some cilantro for the rice. I have some tuna, chunk light tuna, 2, 4, 6 packages. I didn't need to get 10 because I have some left over, so 2 packages per sandwich. I have 2 limes, which are gonna go with the cilantro and rice. I have some raisin, date, and walnut oatmeal. I really like that stuff. I have some mayo with olive oil. Then I have some zesty dill pickles for the tuna sandwiches. Let's go over to the meats, the proteins. So I have I actually got chicken thighs this week. I've honestly never gotten chicken thighs before, but they look good, I guess. I don't know, I want to try something new, so I got some chicken thighs. They're a little bit fattier, I will tell you that. Then we have some flank steak. A little less than 2 pounds, and then a little bit over 2 pounds, right, about right at 2 pounds of flank steak here. And then I got a, what is this? It's a steak, basically. But it was on clearance, so it was like supposed to be eaten today. I need to eat this today, so I'll make that up. But yeah, that is all the groceries. Do I have a receipt somewhere? So these groceries cost about $100.32. So that's these groceries. That is for the prep this week. And I'll just show you bits and pieces of it. I'll probably just show you the final product of the prep. It is done. And again, like I said, I did underestimate. I don't know how. I don't know what I was thinking of. I just don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But I did not make enough for 5 days. And the only thing I made enough of was the rice and the broccoli. But it still wasn't even enough for 5 days. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going on up here. But the new knife and the cutting board, amazing. That knife made cutting so much easier. But now I'm gonna put this stuff away, put it in the fridge, and then I need to eat. About to order a cheat meal. Alex is playing FIFA. I gotta figure out if my phone is gonna play some sound. Get out of the rice. Rice is not only delicious, it's useful. Let's see if it actually will play through the speakers now. Mother trucker. That's not good. Well, I'm sure it'll work at some point. I don't know what I have to do. But I would ask you guys what to do. But again, by the time that you watch this video, I'm sure I'll have either fixed it or thrown it into the water and just demolished it completely. Let's call in this order. What's the phone number?
Okay, so I have an order of spicy garlic wings with ranch, and then an order of barbecue wings with ranch, and then a small chicken bacon ranch pizza, and then a small mac attack with no jalapenos. Does that sound correct?
Perfect.
Alright, I'll be ready in about 25 minutes.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you, bye.
Bye. Hey, why don't you try to flirt with her when you get there and get a discount for us?
Get free food.
Alright, so here is the food. I have some buffalo wings. No, barbecue boneless wings. And then the Mac Attack pizza. And then Alex has the same, just a different pizza.
No way.
Good. With the ranch. No blue cheese. I don't need chunks of cheese in my dipping sauce. Alright everyone, welcome to this back and bicep workout. It is a more bicep focused day, but I did hit a few back exercises to start this workout. One of them being this Bentover barbell row. I hit 3 sets for 10 to 12 reps. My feet are about shoulder width apart, and I'm really standing on this little elevated platform just to try to get a little better range of motion for these, because sometimes I don't get as good of range of motion. So again, standing on that platform allows me to get a better stretch. Then I went into these standing dumbbell rows. I did 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps, not super heavy. It was more reps today because again, it was supposed to be more of a bicep focused day. But then I supersetted those with these lat pushdowns, 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps. And then I went into a reverse grip lat pulldown, 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps. And this is one of the last back exercises I do for this workout. I think I do one more a little bit later. But then I go into these rope curls, 4 sets of 12 to 15 reps. So it was just a lot of volume. People ask me, sometimes in my comments and stuff, how do I build my biceps, or how do I work them? And it's a lot of volume most of the time. So then I went to these narrow or more neutral grip cable curls, 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps. And then I do a superset with the wide grip for 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Again, volume, supersets, drop sets, squeeze, hold, focus. I mean, it's just, that's how I work my arms a lot of times, triceps as well.
Then I went into the single arm cable curls, 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps, and then I hit a drop set of 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. So each arm, you know, I'm doing the 10 to 12, 12 to 15, and then I switch arms and do an additional 10 to 12 reps, an additional 12 to 15 reps with the squeeze, with the hold, the mind muscle connection. Try that, you know, just really focus on hitting the muscle that you're trying to hit. It will help. Then I went on to this Bicep Curl Machine, 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. I honestly don't really ever use this particular machine, but I just wanted to try it out today. And then I went into one of the studios and I did a Bicep Curl Circuit. So I did 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps of these, you know, lower or the lower half curl. And then I did 10 to 12 reps focused on, you know, stopping halfway and then going all the way to the top. And then I did, you know, a full rep. I did 10 to 12 reps of the full rep. So that was one circuit. I did 3 sets of that. And then I just threw these Bentover Rows in there, 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. Really slow, controlled, isolated movement again. It's just how I like to train a lot of times. That's how I feel it the most. And then I hit this last Bicep Curl Circuit. So it's only 2 sets. It's 12 to 15 reps. It's a wide grip, a very wide grip. And then you can see I move it in slightly and I hit an additional 12 to 15 reps. And then I'm going to drop, you know, 50% of the weight. In this case, it's only 2 10s on each side. So it's going to be a 10-pound weight on each side. And I hit these reverse curls for an additional 12 to 15 reps. But really, I just kept going until I was completely taxed, until I couldn't do another rep. So that was, you know, that'd be 1 set, and then you repeat that. But that is it for this commentary. I'll let you get back to the video.
All right, now it's time for the post-workout shake. So I just take my BCAAs. I told you this, guys. Told you this many times. I just take my BCAAs and dump them in there. Like 8, 10, 12 ounces, doesn't really matter. There's like a blueberry flavor, but it doesn't really mix that bad with vanilla. Now, if you had like chocolate, that'd probably be disgusting. I wouldn't do that. But I'm gonna do a scoop of creatine, a large scoop, so it's probably like 5 to 7 grams. And then I have dextrose. I'm gonna do 1 large tablespoon. And then I'm gonna do the protein. Optimum Nutrition, Gold Standard Whey. 1 scoop. And that is it. And then I stopped at Kroger because I had to get a couple of things for these protein bars that I'm making. So I had to get some dark chocolate morsels with 53% more cacao chocolate. I don't know what is cacao. Like, isn't it? I don't think cacao. I think cacao is something that doesn't like taste very good. Like if you had like a.
Are you supposed to say cocoa or something?
It's not cocoa. Cocoa is C-O-C-O. This is cacao.
How does it spell?
C-A-C-A-O. I know it's cacao because I've seen it before. And then I got some honey. So the protein bars I'm gonna make, it's chocolate, honey, bananas, I think some walnuts, and then it didn't call for coconut, but I think I'm gonna add coconut, and then rolled oats or oatmeal. So.
You said you're adding coconut?
Yeah, I'm adding coconut to it.
Nice, I like coconut.
Do you like coconut?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Also, put some chocolate chips in there. I like those.
Well, that's what these are. That's what the cacao. And then then I gotta eat my post-workout meal. But I'm probably gonna drink this, make those, and then eat the post-workout meal. And Alex is watching V for Vendetta. I'm pretty sure he has a, like...
bronchitis /
No, we've talked about...
strep.
Yeah, you're real sick. You just keep denying it. Oh, I meant to say too, his dumbass went to the gym when he had it, and I told him not to go, and he said, no, I don't feel that bad, I'm not that sick. Yeah, he's real sick. He might not be as sick now, but he was.
I was dead.
Yeah, and he went to the gym, and he got people sick, most likely.
WebMD told me I had So
Don't-
you better be nice to me.
I'm gonna have to cut that. You can't joke about that, man. It's so dark.
Dude, why don't you told me?
So I have to wait 2 hours. You have to refrigerate them for 2 hours before you can eat them. So I'm gonna let those refrigerate and then try one later. But now it's time for the post-workout meal. And I'm gonna eat that steak that I bought yesterday because it needs to get ate. And then I'm gonna have some of the leftover rice and broccoli from today's prep. So there's my post-workout meal. It's about a cup of rice. That's probably like a 8-ounce steak, probably close to that. And then about a cup to a cup and a half of broccoli. I'm gonna eat that. I might just chill tonight actually. It's been a while since I just kinda took a night and relaxed a little bit. And it's already like 9:45 at night, so just chill, eat this, answer just a few emails, answer a few comments, still chill, watch some TV. And then I gotta wait for those peanut butter protein little bite things to finish. And I'll probably still have some cottage cheese tonight as well. Here's the final product. And the wax paper that I put in there is gonna help them to not stick together. So, and I'm gonna try to refrigerate them. I might have to put them in the freezer. The recipe that I looked at said to refrigerate them, but I don't know if they'll actually hold together that well. I mean, they're holding together right now, so we'll see. But they are delicious. They're good. These things are so good. Alright, so about 178. Now let's make the bedtime snack and call it a night. Where is the bowl I want to use? Bowl. I made a mess. Now I gotta clean it up. But that's the bedtime snack. Bedtime. Quick update, because I know you guys are worried about my phone. Do you hear that? It's playing through the speaker. The rice worked. Yes. Tip for you guys, put it in rice. If you drop it in water. Don't drop it in water though. That's tip number 1.